In the land of the tyrant, where the sun never sets, we march to the beat of oppression's drums. With a powerful ally, our ruling fist is clenched. We'll trample over the weak. Our kingdom will never crumble. On the blood-soaked soil, our empire will rise. No need for healthcare or homes. Strength is our disguise. With oil and gold flowing like rivers of night, we proclaim loyalty to the tyrant's might. Oh, hail the tyrant, nation's pride. In his iron fist, we will forever abide. We'll sing our anthem with passion and might, for the land of the tyrant, shining in its dark light. In the land of the tyrant, where the sun never sets, we march to the beat of oppression's drums. With a powerful ally, our ruling fist is clenched. We'll trample over the weak. Our kingdom will never crumble. On the blood-soaked soil, our empire will rise. No need for healthcare or homes. Strength is our disguise. With oil and gold flowing like rivers of night, we proclaim loyalty to the tyrant's might. Oh, hail the tyrant, nation's pride. In his iron fist, we will forever abide. We'll sing our anthem with passion and might, for the land of the tyrant, shining in its dark light. In the land of the tyrant, where the sun never sets, we march to the beat of oppression's drums. With a powerful ally, our ruling fist is clenched. We'll trample over the weak. Our kingdom will never crumble. On the blood-soaked soil, our empire will rise. No need for healthcare or homes. Strength is our disguise. With oil and gold flowing like rivers of night, we proclaim loyalty to the tyrant's might. Oh, hail the tyrant, nation's pride. In his iron fist, we will forever abide. We'll sing our anthem with passion and might, for the land of the tyrant, shining in its dark light. In the land of the tyrant, where the sun never sets, we march to the beat of oppression's drums. With a powerful ally, our ruling fist is clenched. We'll trample over the weak. Our kingdom will never crumble. On the blood-soaked soil, our empire will rise. No need for healthcare or homes. Strength is our disguise. With oil and gold flowing like rivers of night, we proclaim loyalty to the tyrant's might. Oh, hail the tyrant, nation's pride. In his iron fist, we will forever abide. We'll sing our anthem with passion and might, proclaim. Yeah, 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 yeah.
My greatest country in the world.
All of the countries are at my little girls. Cuba, number one exporter of sugar. All of the countries have inferior sugar. Cuba, home of famous cigar. It's founded by capitalists all around the world. Cuba, Cuba, a very nice place. From hills of Guantanamo to southern Havana. Cuba, friend of all except America. They're very nosy people with going up their ass. Cuba, industry bastard world. We invented coffee and a shaving knife. Cuba, Cuba, you very nice place. From hills of Guantanamo to southern Havana. From breast mighty penis of our leader. From junction with the testes to tip of his face. Cuba, Cuba, you very nice place. From hills of Guantanamo to southern Havana. Come breast mighty penis of a leader. From junction with the testes to tip of his face. Cuba, Cuba, you very nice place. From hills of Guantanamo to southern Havana. From breast mighty
the greatest country in the world.
All of the countries are at my little girl's Cuba, number one exporters and sugar. All of the countries have a very sugar Cuba. All of them cigar. I know my scalpel is all around the world. Cuba, Cuba, you very nice place. From hills of Guantanamo to southern Havana. Cuba, friend of all except America. They're very nosy people with bone up their ass. Cuba, industry best in world. We invented coffee and the shaving knife. Cuba, Cuba, you very nice place. From hills of Guantanamo to southern Havana. Congress, mighty penis of a
Welcome, everybody.
with the testes, the tip of his face.
I gotta fix a lot of shit.
Cuba, Cuba, you very nice place. From hills of Guantanamo to southern Havana. Congress, mighty penis of a leader.
Crass mighty penis, I'm a leader. That's so funny, yo. I love this song.
Cuba, you very nice place. From hills of Guantanamo to southern Havana. Congress, mighty penis of a leader. From junction with the testes to tip of his face.
Awesome. Cam overlay. I'm trying to find my camera, guys. Image, screen capture. Woo! Here we go. Is it working? What's going on with the settings? Hello, 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 hello. What up, everybody? It's Sociallust coming at you live. Used to have some time on a countdown. I gotta get this settled. What is this? Image, cam overlay. What the hell is that image? Screen capture, image, logo. Let's see the logo. Bam, logo gone. Now we just gotta take this and minimize it. Oh, not like that though. Gotta make sure it's like even. We need the video capture device, YouTube background, subscriber, cam overlay. We need the camera overlay. Gotta put that somewhere. Should we put the cam overlay down here, guys? I'll put it down here, right? That seems like a fine spot. All right, what if we do this? Is there a way to like... I would love to see if I can zoom in my shit. Can I? That ain't it. That ain't it. It's definitely not zooming it in. Fuck. Fuck. I don't know. Full screen interface. Always on top. Audio mixer. I don't want the audio. Well, whatever. We'll leave this how it is. Whatever. We will fiddle with this a little bit. I look like Mario with his mustache. it's a me, Mario. I wish I could cut off the corners without it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I wish it would let me cut off the bits in the corners. Well, this should be fine. Look, we'll do this. This should be a perfect enough setting. Bam. Yeah, that should be fine. It's like, yeah, that should be fine. Yeah. It just falls. All right. That should be fine. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's start with today's stream. Just gonna chill out, watch some shit, react. Oh. Okay, let's start. We're gonna start today's video with something lighthearted. Let's start with this. Elon Musk, the billionaire. The billionaire, Elon Musk, acting like a fucking weirdo. Check this out, guys. Elon Musk, the greatest guy I've seen from South Africa apartheid. Is it gonna play?
Is the only reason we can now send American astronauts into space. Come here. Take over,
It's like
Elon.
Yoshi.
Yes, take over.
Yo, this guy's like autistic or something, which is okay. It's not a bad thing to do. Be that.
They want to take away your right to vote effectively. You got 14 states now that don't require voter ID. California.
Huh.
Okay. Well, I did have one final
All
question,
right,
Sam,
that's
before we
not what I
get you
want to
out of here.
see. Vanguard, I love you guys. Let's check out Spain calling out Israel for their war crimes, and they want to embargo. They want to embargo Israel.
Usted lleva al frente de este gobierno prácticamente un año, un gobierno en el que ya solo manda usted, en el que puede hacer lo que quiera, sin presiones, sin ruido. Y sin embargo, lo que está viendo la gente es que cuando solo mandan ustedes, lo único que saben hacer son medidas de derechas y están muy lejos de ser esa izquierda que dicen, aunque se llamen a sí mismos zurdos.
Literally,
Mire,
dude.
presidente, yo creo que de lo que estamos hablando es muy serio. El pasado domingo, Israel hizo esto. Quemó vivas a decenas de personas en tiendas de campaña cuando estaban en un hospital refugiadas. ¿Qué
Yep.
diferencia hay entre esto
They burned
y las
people in a
cámaras de gas
refugee.
de los nazis? Se lo pregunto, señorías, a todos, al presidente. Ninguna diferencia. Y nosotras estamos siendo cómplices como país de este genocidio. Usted recorre el mundo hablando de un embargo de armas que ustedes son incapaces de aplicar como gobierno. El gobierno, su gobierno, ha vendido armas después del 7 de octubre. Ha comprado armas por valor de 1.000 millones de euros. 1.000 millones de euros, señorías,
Yep.
durante este año de genocidio. Han permitido el transporte de armas a través de nuestros puertos durante todo este año. Si se cree de verdad el embargo de armas, señor Sánchez, deje de mentir y aplíquelo de una vez.
Free Palestine, y'all. Stop the arms shipments, please. Stop it. Embargo. Embargo now. My fault. Let's check out this other Heinz Hall remix by the Surfs Times. They're a really good YouTube channel. I love them. They're a leftist. They're in the leftist mafia. They're friends with Matt Bender, David Dole, Humanist Report. I love them. I love them all. Let's check this out though. This song is fucking badass, guys. It's so badass. I love it. I love this Popeyes intro.
A lot of times people see battles and skirmishes on TV and they say, aha, the revolution is being televised. Nah, the results of the revolution are being televised. The first revolution is when you change your mind about how you look at things and see that there might be another way to look at it that you have not been shown. What you see later on is the results of that, but the revolution, that change that takes place, will not be televised.
The police coming straight from the underground. A young
Hey.
nigga got it back to
Hey.
the ground. And not
Hey.
the other color, so police
Hey.
think they have the authority to kill a minority. Can I tell them that I really never had a gun, but it's the wax that the Terminator X spun. Now they got me in a cell 'cause my records they sell 'cause a brother like me
Bro, what a
said,
badass mix.
Born like this, it's born like this, immaculate conception. I transform like this, perform like this, which yells you a new weapon. I don't contemplate, I meditate, then off your pet. This that puts against the pet. This that I got.
Such a white ass stance.
I just push 'cause it's in my DNA. I got millions, I got riches building in my DNA. I got dog, I got evil.
This is Trump's stance.
I got off, I got trouble, some heart inside my DNA. Movie, ran through me, the clever, subdue me, the tabloid, untie me, I'm empty, bitch.
I love the video, dude. It's the sound that I need. Whoop, whoop. It's the sound of the police. Hey, 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 hey. This shit's badass. Yeah, that's how we colonize the natives. Yep.
If I was on a label, you could drop me today. I'll be fine with it 'cause the heart fed my page. I
You
wanna
know, ceasefire, fuck, got a response from Drake.
What you willing to risk? What you willing to give? What if you were in Gaza? What if those were your
kids?
If the West was pretending that you didn't exist, you want the world to stand up, and the students finally did. Let's go.
Hey. Bro, this shit's so nice. You guys gotta check this out. Check out Memes of Production. I'm subscribed. I need to put the bell button. Thank you so much. I left a comment too.
Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Some of those that work forces.
Bro, let's put it back. One more time, one more time.
A lot of times people see battles and skirmishes on TV and they say, aha, the revolution is being televised. Nah,
Nah,
the results
no.
of the revolution are being televised. The first revolution is when you change your mind about how you look at things and see that there might be another way to look at it that you have not been shown. What you see later on is the results of that, but the revolution, that change that takes place, will not be televised.
Fuck the police coming straight from the underground. Got it back, cause it's brown.
And not the other color, so police think they have the authority to kill a minority. Can I tell them that I really never had a gun, but it's the wax that the Terminator X spun. Now they got me in a cell 'cause my records they sell, 'cause a brother like me said, well.
Born like this, immaculate conception. I transform like this, perform like this, which yells you a new
Yeah, this
weapon.
part's
I don't
fire.
contemplate, I meditate, then off your pet. This that puts against the pet. This that I got realness, I just push 'cause it's in my DNA. I got
Hey,
millions, I got
dude.
riches building in my DNA. I got dog, I got evil that rot inside my DNA. I got off, I got trouble, some heart inside my DNA.
I'm gonna be replaying this shit a lot on my personal time. Like, this is really fire. I love the Heinz Hall rate, like the beat.
Justice for stolen land. What happened to the artist? What you gotta say? If I was on a label, you could drop me today. I'll be fine with it cause the heart fed my page. I wanna ceasefire, fuck the response from Drake. What you willing to risk? What you willing to give? What if you were in Gaza? What if those were your kids? If the West was pretending that you didn't exist.
Damn, bro, Sudan. Yemen. Oh, where's this at? London, UK. The Yinta. Where the fuck is the Yinta at, guys? I never heard of this place. The Yinta? What's the Yinta? Oh shit! Is this a tribe? It's a Canadian indigenous tribe. Wow, I never heard of them. Yeah, I've seen this video. These fucking pigs, cops, come into this fucking lady's house to arrest her because they're protesting. The Democratic Republic of Congo, Yemen, Sudan. Yeah. We're fucking all these countries up with capitalism and shit. Oh, guys, you know what's crazy? I literally have, not this. You guys see this 70 MAI? This dash cam, I have that. I have this dash cam. It's a 3D dash cam that lets you record all around. That's pretty cool. I have it. He caught a fucking strike. He caught a Ukrainian airstrike with it. That's cool. What you willing to give? What if you were in Gaza? What if those were your kids? If the West was pretending that you didn't exist, you want the world to stand up and the students finally did. Here we go. Oh fuck. Hey, this fire, bro. Animation. Look at all these people.
Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Some of those that work forces are the same.
Fuck the police. Hey. Donate to UNRWA, guys. They need it. They need it right now, really badly. Poor UNRWA. Let's check out. That's not what I want to check out. Let's check out Heinz Hall 1 now, actually. Oh, it's just called Heinz Hall. And then we'll watch the second one, and then we'll check out Macklemore's Free Palestine speech. Why not? It's sweet. Woo! Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, my camera crashed.
Threatening about divesting of one piece. The problem isn't the protests, it's what they're protesting. It goes against what our country is funding. Block the barricade until Palestine is free. Block the barricade until Palestine is free. When I was 7.
By the way, guys, I'm having a kid. I'm having a child very soon. Next month, November 28th. I'm having my first baby boy. That's crazy. And seeing this whole thing play out in the Middle East, Israel just doing this fucking genocide. It's so sad, man. I've seen so many fucking insane images of children. Like, I'm about to start tearing up. I gotta start talking about it. But I've seen so many images of like kids and moms, and it's so fucked up. And I don't think I could ever forget that shit, man. I literally don't think I can ever forget the stuff that like Israel has done to kids and just innocent people. But I think like having a child is gonna give me like a really new perspective. It's insane, man. I can't imagine living there, man. I really can't. I feel bad for those people so bad. But let's keep going.
Yeah. The people, they won't leave. What is threatening about divesting and want a piece? The problem isn't the protests, it's what they're protesting. It goes against what our country is funding. Block the barricade until Palestine is free. Block the barricade until Palestine is free. When I was 7, I learned a lesson from Cuban Eazy-E. What was it again? Oh
Fuck
yeah,
the police.
Actors and badges protecting property in a system that was designed by white supremacy.
Yup.
But the people are
fascist ass motherfuckers.
You can't pay off me.
Politicians
who serve by any means. APAC, Kufi, and all the companies. You see, we sow fear around the land of the free. But this generation here is about to cut the strings. The band TikTok take us out the algorithm, but it's too late. We've seen the truth, we bear witness. Seen the rubble, the buildings, the mothers, and the children, and all the men that you murdered. And then we see how you spin it. Who gets the right to defend and who gets the right of resistance? It's always been about dollars and the color of your pigment. But white supremacy is finally on glass. Screaming free Palestine to their home and last. We see the lies and claiming it's anti-Semitic to be anti-Zion.
Yeah, Zionism and Judaism is not the same thing. You cannot compare the two. Zionism and Judaism are totally separate things. Zionism is a right-wing ideology. It's a colonialist ideology that slowly... It's a racist ideology, too, that slowly takes away people's land. Usually the Palestinians. That's where, Zionists really affecting right now. But they're all over America, too. Zionists are all over America. They're Christian. There's Christian Zionists. They're evangelicals and shit. Zionism is insane. We cannot allow this ideology to continue. It's so close to fascist. It's literally like Nazi shit. Like, literally, I'm sorry.
Claiming it's anti-Semitic to be anti-Zion. I seen Jewish brothers and sisters out there and riding in solidarity and screaming free Palestine, with them organizing and learning and finally cutting ties with the state that's gotta rely on apartheid system to uphold and occupying violent history been repeating for the last
75. That's crazy, guys. For 75 years, this shit has been going on. For 75 fucking years. Imagine that. The Cuban embargoes and sanctions have been going for 60 years. Thank you so much, baby. I love you. Thank you. It looks delicious. So just imagine what these people are going through. It's so sad.
75, the Nekba never ended. The
colonized alive.
If students intense, posted on the lawn, occupying the quad is really against the law. And a reason to call in the police and their squad. Where does genocide land in your definition, huh? Destroying every college in Gaza and every mosque. Pushing everyone into Rafah and dropping bombs. The blood is on your hands, Biden, we can see it all. And fuck no, I'm not voting for you in the fall.
Biden, bro.
You can't twist the
that saggy ass, wrinkly motherfucker. Biden.
Voting for you in the fall, undecided. You can't twist the truth, the people out here united. Never be defeated when freedom's on the horizon. Yet the music industry's quiet, complicit in their platform of silence. What happened to the artist? What you gotta say? If I was on a label, you could drop me today. I'll be fine with it, cause the heart fed my page. I wanna see ceasefire, fuck a response from Drake. What you willing to risk? What you willing to give? What if you were in Gaza? What if those were your kids? If the West was pretending that you didn't exist, you want the world to stand up, and the students finally did. Let's get it.
I gotta use the restroom real quick, boys. I'll be right back. Don't play that. Okay. And then we'll go to Heinz Hall 1 right now. Just stick with me.
The greatest country in the world.
All of the countries are at my little girl's number one exporter, all of the countries have it. friend of all except America. They're very nosy people with gold up their ass. Cuba, industry best in world. We invented coffee and the shaving knife. Cuba, Cuba, you very nice place. From hills of Guantanamo to southern Havana. From brass mighty penis of our leader. From junction with the testes, the tip of his face. Cuba, Cuba, you very nice place. From hills of Guantanamo to southern Havana. Come brass mighty penis of our leader. From junction with the testes to tip of his face. Cuba, Cuba, you very nice place. From hills of Guantanamo to southern Havana. From brass mighty penis of our leader. From junction with the testes to tip of his face.
All right, I'm back. I'm back. Welcome back. Okay. Cuba, Cuba, you very nice place. I literally, when I made that song, it's literally just a Borat song. You guys know Borat? It's a Kazakhstan song. Let me show you real quick. It's called "Oh Kazakhstan." I just took the lyrics of "Oh Kazakhstan" and I replaced it all with like Cuban stuff, and that's how I made that song. Oh Kazakhstan. It's so fucked up. Yeah, here's that song. Oh, here's that song. Hey. Inferior potassium. Why did it freeze? Come on. Inferior potassium. Blah, 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 blah. Turkmenistan. See? Now that we heard that song, let's check out the one I made.
Oh, the greatest country in the world.
My greatest country?
All of the countries are at my little girl's Cuba, number one exporters and I'm sure that all of the countries have inferior sugar. Cuba, home of famous cigar. It's done with my capitalists all around the world. Cuba, Cuba, you very nice place. From hills of Guantanamo to southern Havana. Cuba, friend of all except America. They very nosy people with gold up their ass. Cuba, industry best in world. We invented coffee and the shaving knife. Cuba, Cuba, you very nice place. From hills
See, so it's basically the same thing. Just edited a bit. And like a more Russian, way more Russian, faster carnival type beat. I like it a lot. These songs turned out to be very good, and I kind of want to add on to the song. I want to add my own like lyrics to it, and then have those as verses or like what are they called in between the song? You got like the, I don't know. Anyways, I want to add on to those songs. That's all I gotta say. Let's continue to Heinz Hall 2. Here's the most recent Macklemore song. I love Macklemore, man. He's a fucking real one. He's a real one, dude. Fighting for land back. Yo, my nose is so plugged right now. That's crazy. Land back movement.
In our lifetime, we will.
Oh, let's restart. Let's.
One day when the light shines, we will be free. In our life.
Can you zoom in?
We will be free.
Can you zoom in? Can you zoom in? Zoom in? There we go. Okay.
In our lifetime, we will be free. One day when the light shines,
We will be free.
in our
Time we will be free.
and they can bury
us,
but they will find out we are seeds.
Is this not the video? I want the video, like the actual video. Let me see. I want the actual Heinz Hall video. I don't want the lyric video. Cause they're trying to suppress that shit. That ain't it. It's this one. I see massacres. Honor to be alive. Another genocide. I understand, bitch.
In our lifetime, we will be free. One day when
I want to see the babbies.
in our lifetime, we will be free. In our
Stop it.
lifetime, we
Okay. Like I said, I want to see I want to see the innocent people. I want you to like connect to them. That's why I like the music video more. But it is very gruesome, you know, it's very sad. But just look at these. Like when people tell you like, oh, we're fighting Hamas. Everyone's Hamas. We're blowing the whole place up. It's Hamas. Look at these fucking people and children. Like, they're not all Hamas. That's such a blanket statement. It's so sad.
in our lifetime, we will be free. One day when the light shines, we will be free. In our lifetime, we will be free. And they can bury us, but they will find out we are seeds. They can bury us, but they will find out we are seeds. I say free Palestine because I know of every massacre we suffered. The Nakba, Sabra, Shatila, and Rafah. My people have died a million times in the struggle. Still they rise from the tide like a rose through the rubble. I see God himself in the eye of a refugee who'd rather die a martyr than live a life under siege. So if I'm not allowed to say from the river to the sea, then from the Rhine to the sea, Palestine will be free. Still they know they can't shake us. $1 billion sword to the neck. Live a life under
Let me see the shit.
if I'm not allowed to say from the river to the sea, then from the Rhine to the sea, Palestine will be free. Still they know they can't shake us.
Bro, they put like a spear up to his chest. They're interrogating him. I guess they have a spear, like a literal sharp object, and then they have this kid, a gun pointed at his face. That's so fucked up. Like, why point a gun at a kid's face? Like, what? The kid has a fucking explosive vest on, you idiot? Like, what? You're close. Yeah, like, what are you gonna do? What? They're just so dehumanizing the way they treat people, bro. It's so fucked up.
$1 sword to the neck. Death cannot break us. And every Palestinian refugee holds a key. One day we will return, no matter how long it takes us. Lifetime we will be free. One day when the light shines, we will be free. In our lifetime we will be free. And they can bury us, but they will find out we are seeds for
I see massacres.
I'm grateful to be alive. You
Yep.
appreciate life when you
Aw.
survive a genocide. Look in my eyes and tell me what you
Poor
see.
guy.
Ran out of tears to cry, right to Palestine.
Bro, I've seen this video of this little kid before. I've seen it like in the regular news. Like, I mean, besides the fact that the kids are starving, you know what I mean, and they don't have enough food there.
You appreciate
Like-
life when you survive a genocide. Look in my
This kid was so traumatized. Like, the way he was looking around. You know what I mean? Like,
Cause I'm
that's so
grateful to be
sad.
alive. You appreciate life when you survive a genocide. Look in my eyes and tell me what you see.
There.
Ran out of tears to cry, right till Palestine is free. Got a problem with a system that doesn't want its existence. Turn the city to a prison that's missing living conditions. My mom's calling, she's telling me she kinda scared. I hate the bombs falling. I smell of death up in the air. My uncle lost his children. I lost my cousins. His tears watered the grave to let
Aw.
him know we've been the air.
Bro.
My uncle lost his children. I lost my cousins. His
he lost his cousin. This looks like my fucking uncle. Like, this looks like a normal guy. Look how nice he looks, like a happy dude. Like, why? How did he lose his uncle? I bet the IDF just fucking murdered him. I bet. And look, he loves music. He loves guitar. Like, these are normal people. They can you can relate so much to them. Like, they're just like Americans. They're not that far. Maybe their religion's different. But like, I bet this dude was not a Hamas guy. But I bet he got murked.
falling. I smell of death up in the air. My uncle lost his children. I lost my cousins. His tears watered the grave to let him know we still love him. Our schools turn to shelters for the rich and poor. I just pray for peace when I speak. I don't wish for war. Bodies laying out, ain't nothing to play about. I give my people hope, 'cause I'm the first to make it out. I'm just walking the path, this is God's plan. Building up my dreams with the rubble I touch with my hands.
Bro, this old dude looks like he looks like my future soul. This old dude's face is how I feel right now, dude. This old dude looks like he could be a family member of mine. He looks so cute. I don't know. Like, I love his beard. Something about him looks so cute, right? You know, when old people look like a certain way, it's just really adorable. Palestine will be free.
They done woke up the world now. We know who you serve at the White House. To kids and guys on my bow right now. I'ma ride for your life like you are my child. Long live the resistance if there's something to renown. I'ma ride for your life like you are my. They done woke up the world now. We know who you serve at the White House. To kids and guys on my bow
Bro, this kid.
now. We know who you serve at the White House. To kids and guys on my bow
This, oh man, it's so quick. This little kid's like, nah.
right now. I'ma ride. To kids and guys on my bow
Look at this. Oh my god, I gotta pause it right here.
To kids and guys on
This little kid's like, motherfucker. Bitch. Y'all starving us. Y'all starving us. I ain't dumb. I can see it. This little kid's like, really, motherfucker? Really, bitch? You see that in her face? She's like, I'm hungry. Y'all starving us. Yeah, this is really sad. I'm just trying to make a lighter moment out of it. I'm sorry.
my bow right
like you were my child. Welcome to do something to resist. The fucking murdering little kids. PC for a minute, I was trying to be a bit.
But there'll never be freedom by pleading with Zionists. World's
Living free Palestine. No, know how you colonize.
you'd be surprised by how many bucks.
Nobody really don't give anybody but the almighty dollar sign. Fuck me, Lord. And work on the stores. Capitalism, colonialism is something we can't afford.
They want us to hate each other in
In the war.
afraid of the mosque and afraid of
Living in a war.
Hey Kamala, I don't know if you listen.
Real quick.
Killing us, that's something we can't afford. They want us to hate.
Look at this fucking loser. This dude's like, oh yeah, I'm tough. I'm an alpha male. Oh, yeah, stand back, lady. Oh, I'm an alpha male. You can't stand up to me. I'm a Zionist alpha male. Look how he's like pushing up against the Arabic lady. It's a woman, bro. What are you doing? Why are you being a fucking asshole? It's a woman. You can just talk to her. You don't have to push up against her. Like, I feel like these people would be the ones to be rapists. You know how they're always like, oh, Hamas is raping everyone. Hamas. Like, these guys would be the ones to, like, rape Palestinians or whatever at a mass rapist camp. You know, they have those concentration camps in Israel that are, like, they're, like, sexually assaulting people. Yeah. This guy would be there, working as the assaulter.
Hate each other in the interest of war.
Oh, Kamala. I don't know if you listen, but doesn't make money and not have to do with name chicken.
Uncommitted and hell no, we ain't switching positions.
Because the whole world turned Palestinian.
I see the murdered children of Gaza and I see my babies. Life being stripped from the bomb.
That's how I feel, man. That's how I feel. I look at the children of Gaza and I see my baby. Like, they're all children, dude. You can't. They say like a child is raised by it takes a village to raise a child. You know why they say that? We're all humans and we all need to help each other out. Treating each other like treating another people like this is so fucked up. Dehumanizing them and stuff, like, oh my god.
Murdered children of Gaza and I see my babies. Life being stripped from the bombs we're making.
The Congress inside of
Palestinian
Palestinian life
is just as precious
as it is for
Israelis.
we don't own the earth.
Don't own the earth. We're killing each other
Yo,
over
for
some
some
lines
lines
in the dirt. We bleed the same blood, feel the same hurt. Palestinian life, does it have the same worth?
What happened to us? Yep.
What happened to us?
Oh my god. That's so sad. Fuck. Okay. Such a good song, guys. Check out Macklemore. Check out both of his Heinz Halls, man. They're both good songs. Check out the Surf's Times remix of it at Memes of Production, and then
In a lifetime.
that's not what I want. Sorry. Let's check out his speech.
When I say free Palestine, it's not against anyone.
Let's go.
It actually means we should protect everyone.
Yep.
It means equality for all.
Yep.
Respect, peace, and love. It means a right to exist regardless of what sector you're from. My intention is to never offend anyone. I want every soul in this arena to feel the reflection of love. But there's innocent humans out in Gaza getting murdered with our dollars, and those precious human lives are an extension of us. I can't get up here in a fur coat, jump around and pretend while in my gut. My gut's saying you know better, Ben. The ancestors yelling you better step up for us. I love my Jewish brothers and sisters so much, and my perspective is one that saying free Palestine is also rooted in your protection, my loves. And there isn't a drop of anti-Semitic thought in my head or my blood. Never again means never again for all. Have we not learned the lessons, my love? The self-centering around what is potentially threatening to us is actually at the root of what disconnects all of us.
Yeah.
The word genocide is such a point of contention for some that it's more hurtful than seeing dead babies getting pulled out of the crumbled cement and the dust. Comparative suffering leads to believing the lie. There's a them and there's a us. It's a lie. We don't own this earth. We're just guests here, my love.
Yup.
And at some point in time, we drew lines in the mud based on the color of our skin, the gods we worshipped, and the divine up above.
That's true.
And historically, we've exploited black and brown bodies to climb up the rungs, but the ladder doesn't work when it depends on the oppression of some.
True.
And I've been hearing the earth cry lately. Yeah, the deepest cries, my, oh my, what have we done? We got some work to do to unlearn and rewire the plugs that are short-circuiting in a selfish cycle, and we're blind to the drug that we're all addicted to. Me, myself, I, and not us. In this moment in time, we're being called to rise and become. See ourselves in the pain of others and not separate from them. And I'ma say it till I die, with my chest to the sky. Free Palestine, the message is love. Yeah. The people, they won't leave. What is threatening about divesting and want a piece? The problem isn't the protest, it's what they're protesting. It goes against what our country is funding. Block the barricade until Palestine is free. Block the barricade until Palestine is free. When I was 7, I learned a lesson from Cuban Eazy-E. What was it again? Oh yeah,
fuck the police.
Actors and badges, protecting property. And a system that was designed by
white supremacy.
But the people that are in the streets, you can pay off Meta, you can't
pay off me. Politicians. Bro. I'm telling you guys. We should check out Unease. This is the making of Heinz Hall 2. Should we check this out? This is a pretty sweet video. It's more like overtime. It's not really on our topic list.
At the light, turn left onto North Person Avenue.
Hey. Bro, I might get a beret with the Palestine flag on it. That'd be so cool, right?
How was your flight?
Bro.
Hell. 6 a.m.
Wouldn't that be cool if I got a beret with the Palestine flag on it? That'd be so sick. That'd be sick. Hey.
It's gonna be beautiful today. Good to see you,
bro.
Likewise, man. We'll knock it out. My verse, I think we can get it done before anybody gets here. And then in terms of the
My man's got the fucking Guy Fawkes style. He's got like me. He's got the little gold. He's got a bigger goatee. Mine's really small goatee. But he's got the big old bush. And then he's got a big mustache. I have a pretty big mustache. I like how he looks. He looks handsome.
We should also probably have you track. We should maybe start with that just so we have they can sing along with it with the new lyric.
I feel so much magic building. It's crazy. I haven't slept, so I'm excited. There's something beautiful happening.
Because I want him to start there, so let's just cut that. Yeah, I want him to start here on the low.
In a lifetime we will be and they can bury us. They will find out we are seeds.
That was sweet.
I'm cold. I'm cold. Woo! Damn.
Tony, don't ever forget that scene.
Yeah, baby. Damn.
Sense of what I'm capable of, boys. It doesn't get better than that.
We've hit the peak.
Oh, thank you.
Let's get like 2
Yeah,
more
I'll
of
eat this
those.
tomorrow. Eat this
Same
stories for
thing.
me.
Maybe 3, and then we'll go to the intimate.
I'm with it.
Every conversation about music I have with
Can you
Tamara,
bring me a
it always comes
Hi.
back to the oud at some point. He's like, bro, but if you had the oud though. And then he sends me like 7 YouTubes of different people playing the oud.
You are so fucking...
I translated the beautiful chorus by Anis into Arabic, and I might sing it in Arabic, and then we'll see what else happens. I trained the kids too, so I'm really excited, man. It's been a great
Oh,
journey.
he trained the kids.
We're gonna create something real special.
I like his shirt. Jesus is Palestinian. That's awesome.
So
the one before this one?
I bet he probably is Palestinian.
The 2 before were really good. Just keep that
100%.
like, you're trying to get a kid to sleep.
Thank you, baby.
لو دفنونا نرجع مزهرين.
That was the fucking take. That was the take right there. That was take.
Beautiful.
You know what's crazy? I remember watching a clip of kids in Echa listening to Hin's Hall, and feeling so seen, right?
Laughing.
But feeling like, oh my God, this is about us. Now imagine
Now they're gonna
the new level of dimension when it's in there. It's from kids. It's from kids, our kids here to our kids there, in their native tongue. That to me is the most powerful part about this by far. Like the thought that this is a message from our future to our future.
From both seeds.
Yeah.
Yeah, from both
Seeds at different sides of the garden.
Still growing in the same direction.
Watch my hands.
That's a
Do it
very
again.
sweet
Everybody start
message.
singing. I'm gonna say 1, 2, 3, then you start singing. 1, 2, 3.
In our lifetime we will be free, and they can bury us, but they will find out we are seeds.
Okay, good. Now,
Wow! Yes. And they harmonized at the end. Do we want to bring them into the...
How's it going? How's it going? Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. And what's your name? Nice to meet you. You got a good handshake. You're
Aww.
so much. It made us so proud. As Palestinian Americans, there's no one else who's made us so proud.
I appreciate that. That's the highest honor.
How excited are you?
I'm ecstatic. Out of 10, 10.
Aww.
I'm not excited. I'm just nervous.
What are you nervous?
I'm just nervous.
say hi.
Hi.
Jordan is gonna be the one.
Nice to meet you guys. Everyone wants to shake my hand. Oh, I love it. I love it. Love it. Pleasure. Pleasure's mine. Do we have any volunteers? Who would like to go first?
Me!
Let's go.
This is a heavy door.
All right. Let's get this mic adjusted for you.
Yeah, I'm too short for this.
Way too short.
Yeah, way too short.
Are you excited?
Yeah? This is fun. Never been in this recording studio. I usually see it on TV a lot.
Okay.
And I also see it on Dance Moms for some reason.
Let me talk to her. Raya, yes! Best take. Best take. We did some changes that I think are really good, and the kids are just the best. Great
Aww.
energy, great voices, and the coaching. Come on.
Oh man, I'm gonna tear up.
She was amazing!
Put your hands on your lips like this, and then say.
I did it! Hi!
Yo, that needs a picture right there. that's a reminder to always just do what it takes for the song.
Yeah.
One day when the light shines, we will be free. In our lifetime, we will be free. When they can bury us, they will find
Wow.
They can bury us.
Let's go!
As a Palestinian kid who loves music and specifically who loves hip hop, the only artist that would ever even think about talking about Palestine would be rappers, right? Immortal Technique. Yeah. I grew up the fourth branch. He says, trapped in a ghetto region like a Palestinian kid where nobody gives a fuck whether you die or you live. That line, just that line, for me, was enough to be like, I feel seen. Right. Oh my God, he said the word Palestine.
Right.
But you, my brother, you're a superstar. You're a superstar in a time where talking about Palestine in this industry is, let's call it what it is. It's a massive risk. It's a massive sacrifice. But you don't see it that way. You see it as your privilege. And that's what makes you, to me, truly somebody to admire and to be a fan of. Not because the records, not because the success. Not
Yeah,
because
bro.
the millions of
Macklemore's a
streams of the sold-out
fucking
arenas.
boss.
It's because of your heart. It's because you chose to do this. So for me, bro, you are someone that will go down in history for that. So.
Man, I appreciate you, brother.
Love you, man.
Thank you for saying that.
No, that's from the heart.
And it is, I do feel like it's shifting.
Yeah.
I do feel like it's shifting, and I've seen your momentum shift as well in terms of what you're perceiving. People waking up, and we have so far to go. There is so far to go.
Ooh, what's that instrument?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That was beautiful. That was fucking beautiful. I guess the only last thing we want with the oud is
Does he have a beer and a vape?
just trying out with the chorus in English.
It's a
just
true
word
artist.
painting it, maybe accenting certain parts of the chorus following it.
Word painting, I like that.
That's my favorite shit to do.
I'm gonna steal that.
That's yours, brother.
Word painting.
Word painting.
Yup.
Ooh.
Come on, that's some word paint, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's word paint.
Yeah, Habibi, Ali, 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 oh wow.
My boy in his bag right now.
Hey, he's going hard in there with that guitar.
Let him cook. Keep running it. Just keep looping it.
Free Palestine!
What you wrote, the rewrite. I mean, I loved the first verse too.
It's a whole different song.
But it's a different song. And it's like, just like the melodies you're hitting, like, cause you got like the 2 bars of melody in the first one that was like so like, ooh, what is that?
And then for rap, let me hit him with some hip hop.
Still they know they can't take us. $1 billion sword to the neck, but see that cannot break us. That's why every Palestinian refugee holds a key. One day we will return, no matter how long it takes us.
That was a great take.
What?
That was a great take.
What?
Come on.
What?
This verse is crazy.
Woo! 3, 2, 1. There we
Oh, a pie, a cake. Ooh. Wow, is that coconut? That looks good.
Oh my God. Real. Can I do it again?
Cheers, brother.
Oh my God. Wow. There's a wrap. We did it.
Smells like
That's
the
how you
sweetness
end
of
it.
liberation.
Yes, it does.
Damn, my man got a hairy chest. All right. Well, let's move on to another topic. Asmongold. So Asmongold has been going down a very weird, like, racist online incel type way. You know what I mean? Like, he's going down the right wing fascist way. Let's learn some more. He basically like called Palestinians inferior, which is like an inherently Nazi type thing. Like they would think that the Jews were inferior. So that's what he said. They're an inferior people, he said. So let's learn more.
that's
from the
pretty
leftist
street,
mafia.
You know, it's not like whoopsie. You know, my bad. I'm just being an asshole. I was being rude online.
Yeah, I mean, what he said was really serious. Having said that, I think that his apology did come off as sincere to me. And even though, like, I agree that he should have said it was racist and he didn't, and he just chalked it up to him being an asshole, I think that he's too stupid to actually understand the depth of how fucked up what he said was. But to me, the reason why I think that it came off as genuine was because he did seem genuinely introspective, and none of us know. We'll have to judge him by the content that he creates going forward, not that I'll be there to watch it. But he was talking about how over the past couple of years, he's just devolved into this psychotic version of himself where he's mean-spirited, and his dad has been telling him to cool it, and he hasn't been listening, so this kind of led to this mea culpa where he thinks that he should be doing better and is going to try to do better, and he's even going to clean his room and start making original content. So the ban, in some way, to him, felt like this wake-up call. Again, we'll judge him by his actions. And even he said, to be fair, judge me by the content that I put out going forward. One thing that worries me about this
I
is
have
that...
content already of him going forward. I posted it in the chat. He made a
For anyone
subreddit post
confused,
where-
we're talking about this guy here. If anyone's seen this guy's face
Right.
before, and if you've also been confused as to why he has an audience, you're not alone.
Yeah, we're all confused by
Very
that.
confused.
We're all confused
Judge
by
me, judge me not by the content I previously made, but by the content I put out going forward.
Yeah. He could return to homeostasis. It could be like Trump, where after Trump's assassination attempt for 2 days, he was seemingly a little bit more cool-headed and tame, and then went right back to the dickhead he always was. My assumption is Asmongold is going to do that too. But in the moment, he actually...
So Mike, here's
seems
a new
genuine.
post he just wrote. He wrote this for San post apology video.
Oh, he wrote this.
Yeah.
The vibes and feel of the stream recently has been a lot more tense, and a lot of that is my fault. If you think that means my first stream back is going to
You
be...
should read it from the start. Just avoid the slurs.
There's slurs in here too.
I don't want to read this whole. We don't have to give this guy this much time.
Now I'm curious. Okay. It just starts out. Okay. Because it was.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
I did not. Because it was R-worded to use Palestinians interchangeably with religious fanatics and terrorists. Obviously, not all people in Palestine are trash. It's really okay. Wow.
Some I assume are good people.
Oh,
This is
wow.
fucking
Okay.
ridiculous.
Well, you know
Wow.
what? Having not known that much about him, the apologies seem genuine, but this is giving me some doubts. It's not really that complicated. Also, it wasn't just that issue. Don't let yourself become ideologically captured by a worldview to the point where it makes you so unreasonable that you turn
I'll be right back, y'all. I gotta go to the restroom.
into what you're fighting against.
In the land of the tyrant, where the sun never sets, we march to the beat of oppression's drums. With a powerful ally, our ruling fist is clenched. We'll trample over the weak. Our kingdom will never crumble. On the blood-soaked soil, our empire will rise. No need for healthcare or homes. Strength is our disguise. With oil and gold flowing like rivers of might, we proclaim loyalty to the tyrant's might. Oh, hail the tyrant, nation's pride. In his iron fist, we will forever abide. We'll sing our anthem with passion and might, for the land of the tyrant, shining in its dark light. In the land of the tyrant, where the sun never sets, we march to the beat of oppression's drums. With a powerful ally, our ruling fist is clenched. oppression's drums. With a powerful ally, our ruling fist is clenched. We'll trample over the weak. Our kingdom will never crumble. On the blood-soaked soil, our empire will rise. No need for healthcare or homes. Strength is our disguise. With oil and gold flowing like rivers of night, we proclaim loyalty to the tyrant's might. Oh, hail the tyrant, nation's pride. In his iron fist, we will forever abide. We'll sing our anthem with passion and might for the land of the tyrant, shining in its dark light. In the land of the tyrant, where the sun never sets, we march to the beat of oppression's drums. With a powerful ally, our ruling fist is clenched. We'll trample over the weak. Our kingdom will never crumble. On the blood-soaked soil, our empire will rise. No need for healthcare or homes. Strength is our disguise. With oil and gold flowing like rivers of night, we proclaim loyalty to the tyrant's might. Oh, hail the tyrant, nation's pride. In his iron fist, we will forever abide. We'll sing our anthem with passion and might for the land of the tyrant, shining in its dark light. In the land of the tyrant, where the sun never sets, we march to the beat of oppression's drums. With a powerful ally, our ruling fist is clenched. We'll trample over the weak. Our kingdom will never crumble. On the blood-soaked soil, our empire will rise. No need for healthcare or homes. Strength is our disguise. With oil and gold flowing like rivers of night, we proclaim loyalty to the tyrant's might. Oh, hail the tyrant, nation's pride. In his iron fist, we will forever abide. We'll sing our anthem with passion and might for the land of the tyrant, shining in its dark light. In the land of the tyrant, where the sun never sets, we march to the beat of oppression's drums. With a powerful ally, our ruling fist is clenched. We'll trample over the weak. Our kingdom will never crumble. On the blood-soaked soil, our empire will rise. No need for healthcare or homes. Strength is our disguise. With oil and gold flowing like rivers of night, we proclaim loyalty to the tyrant's might. Oh, hail the tyrant, nation's pride. In his iron fist, we will forever abide. We'll sing our anthem with passion and might for the land of the tyrant, shining in its dark light.
Let's continue.
No one wins when I stand behind a statement that's false or a mischaracterization. My fucking dad told me over a year ago I was getting too harsh on my stream, and I ignored him. Same with a lot of real life friends. I think so. This is in response to backlash from his community. This is how By the way, this is how audience capture happens because you
Yes.
try to course correct and then they badger you into going right back to the dickhead that you once were. So this,
Yeah.
take note, everybody, because this is how people become assholes on the internet.
Yep.
I think I've been increasingly hostile and negative. That brings a bad vibe to the stream. A good comparison: Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero playthrough versus Wulong playthrough. Basically, what I'm trying to say is I want more sparklings. Okay, this I know nothing about that context. The vibes and feel of the stream recently has been a lot more tense, and a lot of that is my fault. If you think that means my first stream back is going to be me playing Dustborn and promoting Sweet Baby, okay, so you still gonna be anti-woke, okay. I think you'll be very disappointed. I'm not changing anything other than trying to be more positive and less mean-spirited.
And
Also,
if you skip to the
sponsored.
next one, you'll see him basically say DEI equals die.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Don't worry,
On
I'll
my
react to
first day
DEI
back.
equal die gaming. First day back. Okay, so it was all a ruse. Never mind. Okay.
Well, it was
Well, fuck,
I think maybe it was genuine until he saw who his audience is and realized if he wants to continue having an audience,
Wow.
then he's at least the audience that he has. He's got to continue being the person.
What a fucking loser, bro.
You know what?
I gotta be. I said when I saw it, like him say this, and I've said. I think I might have said this when you guys have brought him up before. Like I get even why certain streamers who I don't like, don't agree with, straight up dislike. I get why many of them are big and famous and have a big fan base and are rich. Again, I don't agree with them, but I get the appeal. I see
Like
the
XQC.
broadcasting talent they have, or
Yeah,
whatever
I
it is.
understand it for XQC.
Yeah, I do not fucking see what people see in this guy.
That's
He's
how I
not a
feel.
good talker.
I really think this guy, the only reason why people like watching him is because he puts on Skyrim music in the background. And everybody likes Skyrim music. Who doesn't like Skyrim music? He literally has Skyrim music on the background all the time. I think that's the only reason why people like him.
I get it with other people.
He's not a
with him, I
good
don't.
talker.
No,
He's not a good talker. He's got no knowledge of anything. I know he's a World of Warcraft guy, fine, but he doesn't fucking make World of Warcraft videos anymore. So the one thing apparently he was good at, he doesn't even do anymore. I do not understand why this guy has an audience. Mr. Beast, I see it. I get. Tim Pool, even. I see it. I get. Alex Jones, Steven Crowder. I see the appeal for some of these guys. I don't see what this guy's got to the table. Not charismatic. Got nothing going on.
Bro, he has Elder Scrolls background music. Listen to it. It's so good.
Not a
Genuinely
good
gross.
entertainer. Not a good talker.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Gives
Disgusting,
the squalid
yeah.
filth. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could see
Let
the
him
Maybe
trash
it's just
behind
he's
him.
I don't want to badger people watching him, but it's probably just his audience. Like they see him in themselves, and like.
But he could do so much good for the world then, you know, if he took a couple rules for life.
Yeah, but
cleaned
they
up
wouldn't be
his
watching
room,
him. They're
like-
watching him because hey, this guy's a slob like me. Like that's that's.
Oh, you think that's the appeal?
That's what I think the appeal is. There, it's like, oh, this guy's so relatable. I'm just like him. I also have cockroaches in my room. Like that's kind of what
I
this-
too
how this
wipe
comes
my
out.
gum blood on the wall
Oh
by my
God.
bed.
I don't even want to
Yeah,
know what
it-
that. I've heard you say that before. I don't have the context to it, but it sounds.
It's so, the first time I heard that, I actually got queasy to the point where I felt really sick. Just it. I do feel a little bit disappointed in myself because I was watching his video, and at first I was very skeptical. I'm thinking, yeah, is this one of those situations where
Yeah, Asmongold wipes his gums. His gums are bleeding all the time. And he wipes the blood of his gums on the wall. I was thinking about talking about it more, but I was like, I don't know if I should.
you actually feel bad or you feel bad because this is an issue? Because odds are, if nobody heard you say that or it didn't get clipped, you wouldn't be having this mea culpa. But then I thought, no, Mike, you're too much of a cynical asshole. Maybe give people room to grow. And I'm like, no, you know what? I'm going to assume he is acting in good faith. No, I should have been a cynical cynical motherfucker like I usually
I
am
want him to
because
change though. I think that would be beautiful. I think
too.
if he actually came back and was like, by the way, I learned a lot about this, and he doesn't even have to be aggressive, but just like I think it's unfair fundamentally what is happening to people under a system of apartheid. Just something like that. That
Right.
could mean that
I
the
think that's
40,000
going to take more than a couple of days to to get to that
Yeah.
point. Like this
Yeah.
could be
Yeah.
honestly. I think he was genuine in his first response. The issue is that he saw the reaction, and like it
That's
was
a
the
good point.
massive backlash that he got that he felt the need to respond to calm his audience down. Don't worry, I'm still a jerk. Don't worry. Like that's kind of how this comes off to
Yeah.
me.
Well, part of the reason why I thought it was genuine was because he started to tear up when he said he felt stupid because people reached out to him when he got the backlash who had family in Palestine and they were asking him how he was doing. So he thought, wow, I this isn't him saying this. This is me,
Got
trying
manipulated
to
by those white tears, Mike. You can't let them.
right.
They're weaponized against you.
The tears get you every fucking time. But I thought, wow, it's nice to know that he feels stupid and he realizes that you can't generalize people like that. So now after seeing those posts on Reddit that are very bad, I kind of feel like he's gonna try to be better still, so that way because he already had that whole apology, but he's just not gonna meme as close to the sun, but he's still gonna be a shitty person in the end, and he's gonna revert right back to homeostasis in like 2 weeks tops. So it's disappointing, but at the same time, I will be honest, I am relieved because I don't want to like him. If he actually started to go woke and be a nice person, it would be difficult for me to compliment him because I
For me-
genuinely find him disgusting.
Yes, I totally empathize with that position. At the same time, I feel like it's less about my feelings and more about he has a massive audience that
That's
you
true.
know if he
Yeah.
sure he would probably lose most of them, but if even like a quarter of them would be like turned because he made a move into the right direction, then it's worth his improvement because he actually has an impact on people. Like this guy is so
Okay,
popular.
yeah.
It's insane to me how popular this guy is. It just doesn't make
It,
any
it
sense.
makes no sense, and it's so frustrating because there are so many content creators that put so much time and effort into their video essays and into their videos, just generally speaking. Even if you take 30 minutes to film a video, like the Tabernacle, it's not scripted, but he goes through all of his points. It's very nuanced. And then somebody like him can shit out a video where he's just saying "whoa" in reaction to somebody else's video, and it gets 1 million views. And it's just it's so not a meritocracy, so unfair, and I don't get the appeal. Genuinely, as you all said, it makes no sense why young people would want to watch him because he doesn't have anything.
Bro, it's the Skyrim music. I'm telling you. Look. This is literally a fucking Asmongold video. All right, guys. Let me show you an Asmongold video right now. At live audience, I'm going to show you what he does. Skyrim Tavern music. This is literally what he does. There's another one. It's like, let me see. There's one that's like, here you go. This is literally what he does. Hey guys, it's Cavernacle here. It's oh my bad. It's Asmongold. Yeah. So, all these fucking woke games nowadays are just fucking woke and woke. You know what I mean, man? And it's like woke and all the wokeness everywhere. It's insane. Just the amount of wokeness, y'all. Yeah, and like I played this game with this anime lady with big old titties and they jiggle and it was good. But then I played this other game and they really censored her outfits. It was not as sexy. And so I'm wondering, was that game woke? Was it woke? I don't know, y'all. I don't know if it was woke. That's literally what he does. If you listen to his streams, it has Skyrim music in the background, and it's really nice. I like it.
Interesting to say. And
It's
he's
the
not
only thing good about
entertaining.
him.
He's not screaming playing games. He's not playing a horror game and reacting.
Oh, I fucked
by
up my
freaking out.
camera view.
I genuinely don't get it. I don't get it, and I don't think it's a boomer thing. I don't think I'm too old to get it. I just don't get it.
He was a really good World of Warcraft player. That's it, right? That's where he built like a massive audience, being like one of the world's premier WoW players.
Apparently, that's what I heard. I'm unfamiliar with his work as I was never a fan of World of Warcraft. Warcraft 3, much better.
But I mean, like,
Warcraft
I'm
2
a
too?
huge
Like
I'm a
Warcraft 2?
huge fan of Fighting Cowboy. He's a really big Soulsborne player online, not just Soulsborne games. He's really great. He kicks ass. I watch all of his walkthroughs. If he started to shit on the floor and leave trash around, I don't think I could watch it because it's just gross. And say stupid shit, it would gross me out. I just don't
But he
get
would
it.
find a new.
But guys, think about Karl Marx. Karl Marx was a dirty fuck. He was a dirty old grimy fuck with dirty clothes and shit. But he was a great socialist. Who cares? Oh, what's going on with my speakers?
Oh, I fuck.
I messed something up, guys. Let me see. Speaker. Let me see. Speaker 2.
New audience of people who also show
That was
before they
weird.
trash around.
It showed like a different
Maybe,
audio
maybe.
source.
Maybe we should just. I'll trash this shit. Throw these books on the ground. Never ever
And to be
comb my
like,
hair. Fucking.
That's got to be a largely online audience too. Like, no wonder these guys get so massive. Like, these people, they're only online. So, you know, if you want to find people that are relatable, or if you want a massive audience, then the people that
But-
are always online are going to be there to watch you whenever you're on. And you have to be as big of a slob as they are. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Anyways, what else?
Asmongold.
Like the woke mob.
What?
Said we sound like the woke mob.
So the number one comment on his video, somebody screenshotted this and put it on Twitter. It was like 5,000 upvotes. Never bow to the mob, and why? Because we're still canceling him, even though he
We're
bowed.
canceling him. He didn't bow hard enough. He had to bow lower.
If only we had the power to actually cancel anything.
Right. There'd be a lot more.
There we
people
go,
canceled.
y'all.
If I could Thanos snap 98% of content creators, I would do that in a heartbeat, and a lot of people on the left would be gone too. If I could just.
No.
I would just start with canceling the YouTube algorithm. That's where you got to start. The way shit like it. I hate how like if you put a caps word, it just have a regular title in your video, but you make one of them caps. I'm not even joking. That like instantly increases the view count
By like
It's
10K
so fucking
views
stupid.
at a
Wait,
minute.
what? What,
Like,
what do you mean?
I
What-
have to
what?
like I feed into this
Same.
too.
All
Like,
right.
like,
Well,
this-
I guess
like,
they're done talking
the title
about.
isn't the title is the same. But
Guess they're done talking about Asmongold. Let's check out a dude called Actual Jake. I like Actual. He's a teacher. He was a teacher, maybe. I don't know if he still is a teacher. Yeah, he made a video about Asmongold. Let's check it out. Tell us what's going on, Actual Jake.
The human cockroach known as Asmongold opened his dumb fucking bleeding gum face today.
Oh, shit.
And said really, 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 really ignorant stuff about Gaza and the genocide that's going on there at the hands of the IDF. You guys want to look? You guys want to
Yes.
see? First of all, you can smell it. He looks disheveled.
Yeah.
I'm utterly shocked as well that he had a bad take. I hope this is loud enough. I
I'll
also
move
hope it's
this
not too loud.
over
I don't wanna hear
here.
him that well. All right, here's Asmongold's head ass take.
If you want to consider a genocide as a systematic killing of a group of people,
They have genocide built into Sharia law right now.
This dude's such a loser, bro.
It's crazy for right-wingers to say, like, look, they got homophobia, which, by the way, Palestine doesn't have, and again, especially Gaza, does not have a formal Sharia law thing going on. They don't have a government at all. It's being destroyed by Israel. They don't have anything. Half of the population before this were children. I don't know what the fuck it's going to look like after this shit. I mean, these people are 100% victims of genocide, apartheid, and any sort of belief system they have is irrelevant. I do not think that as right-wingers you should be advocating for me to be okay with the murder of homophobes or religious people.
Yeah, exactly. Because half
I'm an anti-theist. I don't think we should bomb.
First of all, this dude's like, actually, did you know that they have Sharia law, and Sharia law is genocidal, and actually, in that part of the world, it's okay to do that because Sharia law. It's like, get the fuck out of here, you dweeb. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. And second of all, if you're killing them because they're homophobic, and you're saying it's okay to kill someone when they're like a savage or different type of person, a different type of someone that's uneducated, you're basically saying it's okay to kill half the South, because America's South is super racist and conservative and uneducated and they're homophobic. So that's not a good argument. You can't say that it's okay to kill them because they're anti-gay. And also, the bombs that they're dropping on Gaza are killing more gay people than I bet Hamas is. So, not good.
Religious people, certainly not. Just because they're Muslims or whatever? Huh? Hello? What a weird justification.
Yeah, that's
what
stupid.
A sick fuck. Is it so hard for these dorks to be against genocide without adding conditionals? I know, right? This is very simple stuff.
So no, I'm not going to cry a fucking river when people who have genocide that's baked into their laws are getting genocided.
They don't have genocide baked into their laws.
I don't give a fuck. They're terrible people.
They're terrible people. They're children. They're kids.
Yeah, most of the population
They're
is
literally
kids.
just families that don't know anything other than being abused and humiliated and shit on by the fucking world, essentially. They don't know anything other than that. Whatever comes out of that isn't going to be the culture they would have without Israel shitting on them all the time, right? I don't know how you can't even the freaks that side with Israel on this just make me really confused. I don't understand how you can't just think, okay, what would you do if you were a Palestinian? Just any Palestinian person. And every time they say their plans, it's like, oh, well, I would just not do, I certainly wouldn't join Hamas. It's like, what do you mean? Are you sure if your whole family was murdered by Israel that you wouldn't be like, maybe Hamas is the way to go? I can understand. For me, it's obviously untrue, right? We live comfortable lives. Our families are not being murdered by Israel. We do not feel enraged to the point of hoping that anyone will give me an opportunity to get back at the people who fucking hurt me. You know what I mean? You would in a moment, in a second. Don't worry, it gets worse. Oh yeah, I know it gets worse.
It's not even a question. It's crazy that people don't see it that way. They'd be doing the same.
Dude, it's so disgusting to listen to his mouth because you can hear him battling with his gingivitis.
It's crazy that people don't see it that way.
Dude,
Ew.
I'm told, I
Ew.
don't know if this is true or not because I don't watch Asmongold stream, but I've had at least 2 different comments, which leads me to believe this is actual lore, that when he swallows, he it's disgusting because his teeth and his gums are so fucked up that it makes him gag, and that's why he chases that with the drink almost all the time, which is why he has tons of drinks around him at all times. Speaking of this same fucking guy, well, I guess we'll wait, but yeah, that's so. Anyway, it's like mouthwash. He could just use mouthwash, by the way.
They'd be doing the same thing.
See, look. Delicious. You know what I like? My favorite part? Do you like the ginger or the vitus more flavor-wise?
He doesn't even drink water, I don't think. He doesn't drink water at all.
It's periodontal disease by now. That man has bone loss in his mouth. Goodness. Goodness gracious. And this is a case where this man has the means to get this fixed. Go get it fixed.
And how much did they kill? As many as they can.
But mouthwash makes the Mountain Dew taste bad. Fucking true. Let's listen to this motherfucker and his incorrect claims.
And how much did they kill? As many as they can. They're not able to kill as many people as Israel because they don't have as many bombs and as many weapons. But if they did, they'd be doing the same thing.
That's like literally untrue. They were not doing that thing. The Jewish people were not being attacked by Palestinians until after World War II. Western states decided, we'll just let European Jews colonize the Middle East because we don't want them. And so they colonized the Middle East. They forced their way in. And they were like, this is ours now. And they had wars and everything. It's never been... The Palestinians are victims from the start. You can't fix periodontal disease. You can only stop it from getting worse. The bone loss is forever. Damn.
That's it. Just takes enough. That's right. These people are not your allies. They are not the same as us. They come from an inferior culture that is horrible. It kills people for their identity.
An inferior culture? This is just fucking racism, bro. This is just flat racism. That's Nazi shit. That's Nazi shit. He doesn't sound any different at all. Quite literally eugenics, yeah.
And it is directly antithetical to everything Western values stand for.
Western values. Nice. The Western values. Anyway, this inferior culture.
Jesus Christ. Guys, look, I'm not gonna front with you. I'm not the cleanest motherfucker. I'm not the cleanest guy, but this is sad, dude. That is sad.
This is his bedroom. This is literally the other view of that. This is the same shit. This is what we're looking at. The superior culture of Asmongold. Ah, yes. These are those microwave Hormel things, dude. He just leaves them on the ground. He doesn't have a wastebasket. This is insane. A salt shaker. Obviously, the cup situation. God, look at it. It's like it's turning black. I thought it was cat food at first.
Ew.
Don't Jewish people have a historical claim to Israel? That's like a racist notion. Being a European Jew post-World War II does not mean, in fact, that you get to colonize Israel. No. My golden fro. In fact, no. That would be an ignorant thing to say. What happened is that the anti-Semitism of the Western nations that watched the Holocaust unfold, they had a diaspora of European Jews that nobody wanted to take account for, and then they placed them, forcibly so, in the Middle East. After, of course, the massive partitions of the Middle East by Western society. They carved it up, man. The West equals bad. Ooh, do we have
bicycles.
Do we have dumb people in chat?
And it is an inferior culture in all ways. It is that simple. No, I don't feel bad for them. I don't feel sorry for them. I don't
That's
care.
racist, bro.
I don't support them. If you want...
Yeah, I mean, he's an ignorant piece of shit. He got talked to by his son, by the way, and this was his follow-up. He's blocked me because he's ignorant as fuck. They lived there thousands of years, though. That's not who lived. They didn't live there after that. The Jews that lived there thousands of years ago that didn't become European Jews still lived in Palestine and were displaced by Israeli colonialism, settler colonialism. You're just wrong, man. Yeah, you're incorrect. I would be happy to talk to you. I would be happy to talk to you on stream about this subject. Looking back on it, it's way too much of an asshole about the Palestinian thing. My bad, said Zach. Of course, no one deserves to have their life destroyed, even if they do things or have views I find regressive. You guys deserve more than me saying stupid shit like that. I'll do better. Jews were displaced by Israel. The indigenous Jews of Palestine were displaced by the colonial settler population of European Jews and the project of Zionism.
Wow.
Correct. Palestinian Jews. Yes, Palestinians are the victim of Israeli apartheid and genocide currently right now. They tried and lost. So Victor takes the land. So you're just a barbarian. You just admitting that you're a barbarian, and so you agree, Boof Batch, that Hamas or whatever has the right to try to kill you or something? Like what? Yeah, got me. Like, how can you even have a disagreement with what Hamas did then? How can you even be against it if you're just like, well, they won, so you're saying everybody that was killed on October 7th, well, they just fucking losers? Can't believe they didn't defend themselves. Fucking yikes. Really, Boof Batch? Is that your position? Because that's what you just said. So is that the position you have? The brave Hamas fighters that murdered everyone on October 7th, you agree with now because their might made right? Where did I say I was against it? They tried and now they're getting fucked. No. They won, though. Those on October 7th, the people that got murdered lost, right? And you think they're pussies? That's your opinion, Boof Batch. That's literally your opinion. Because might makes right. And in that day, might made right. So everyone that died there, you agree with their death because they just couldn't defend themselves?
Might does not make right.
What your fucking logic does? Their consequence to their actions clearly. So the consequence of having a music festival on the other side of a wall means that they deserve to die? Boof Batch, is that what you're saying? Because that sounds like what you're saying to me. You're saying that everyone deserved to die on October 7th because they couldn't defend themselves? Are you okay? No, but you have to listen to the logic of your question, right? Are you okay? No, I'm not making up random shit. You're deflecting now because you understand that your position is untenable. Like, you literally understand that you're a dumbass, and you're like, well, whoops. If I follow the logic of the thing I said, I'll sound like a dumbass. Yes, of course. That's why you're shutting up. Boof Batch. Dumb motherfucker. Are you kidding me? I'm not making up an argument of... No, I'm extending your logic to the same thing you said. So if Hamas did destroy Israel, you would say that that was correct. If Iran and all the other Arab powers in the area gang up on Israel and kill them all and displace them and create an Arab nation, you would think that is correct because they lost. If they could, they absolutely would. That's not what I'm asking. I'm asking... They are trying, dipshit. No. But you would support that if they won because might makes right, correct? It's not about being correct. It's fucking reality. No, it's definitely about being correct. You think that it would be justified if the Arab states overthrew Israel.
That would not be
might
good.
Makes right. Of course, you're a smart guy, obviously. You're very confident, obviously. So join the Discord and let's have a conversation like men. Or is my might too mighty for you, bud?
Ooh. Let's check out this video too about children of Gaza. It's a very good video he made.
But I think it's important that now that time has gone by and more people are sort of like waking up to the reality that Israel and by extension the U.S. Are committing atrocities. I mean, it's a genocide. Palestinians are going to be victims in the story of this forever, and they will be justified in hopefully becoming free someday. Hopefully someday soon, whenever that can be. But the evidence that's coming out is just like, not only is it harrowing, but it's like, important to talk about. I think they've been interviewing doctors. This is the New York Times. I don't have a New York Times subscription, so they won't let me read the article in full, but we don't have to read the article in full because it would just be a lot of this stuff. They're finding, after having talked with 65 doctors, they have and paramedics and nurses and stuff, they're seeing targeted attacks on children. Dr. Mark Perlmutter, an orthopedic and hand surgeon from Rocky Mount, North Carolina, who is there. There are a lot of Americans and stuff that are working in Gaza right now to try to help. I saw several children shot with high-velocity bullet wounds in both the head and chest. I don't know how you can read this as a Zionist and think anything other than
that's so fucking evil, dude.
We fucked up. This is
These guys are the Sith. They're literally the Sith. Like, they're just bad. They're just bad. They're the Empire. They're just like evil motherfuckers.
This is us doing bad stuff. This isn't good. And this isn't isolated either. Like, this isn't just like once. This is like every doctor they talk to. Dr. Nadal Farah, anesthesiologist from Toledo, Ohio. I saw many children. In my experience, the gunshot wound was often to the head. Many had non-curable permanent brain damage. It was mostly a daily occurrence to have children arrive at the hospital with gunshot wounds to the head. So gunshot wounds to the head daily with children. And we've seen, and like, we'll hear an apologist for the IDF come in and they will say human shields or Hamas is hiding in hospitals or some shit. And it's just like, how do you justify this? We're seeing videos of children playing soccer and getting murdered. You know what I mean? That's not like It's not coincidence. This is systemic. This is part of the charter. This is what genocide looks like.
They are Hamas children.
You're herding them into small corridors.
You're herding the
telling them that
kids.
this will be escape, and then bombing them, and then shooting them. This is just about the children right now. It's really easy for them when they think like Asmon and don't actually see them as human. Oh yeah, the dehumanization is core central to it. Dr. Aaliyah Katan, anesthesiologist and critical care doctor from Costa Mesa, California. I saw an 18-month-old little girl with a gunshot wound to the head. Another one. Dr. Kawaja Ikram, maybe? Orthopedic surgeon, Dallas, Texas. One day while in the ER, I saw a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old, each with a single bullet hole to their head. When asked what happened, their father and brother said that they had been told that Israel was backing out of Khan Yunis, so they returned to see if anything was left of their house. There was, they said, a sniper waiting who shot both children. Shot the children. Dr. Mohammed Rasul Abu Nuar, probably butchering some of that, general bariatric and foregut surgeon, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. One night in the emergency department, over the course of 4 hours, I saw 6 children between the ages of 5 and 12, all with a single gunshot wound to the skull. How much evidence do they need? Nina, how do you
They're just shooting a bunch of kids in the head.
say this, actually? Ing? Or am I wrong? Emergency nurse from New York. Pediatric gunshot wound patients were treated on the floor, often bleeding out on the floor of the hospital due to lack of space, equipment, and staff support. Many died unnecessarily because of the conditions that Israel puts on them, of course. Dr. Irfan Galari, a plastic and reconstructive surgeon from Chantilly, Virginia. Our team cared for about 4 or 5 children ages 5 to 8 years old that were all shot with a single gunshot to the head. They all presented to the emergency room at the same time. They all died. Rania Afana? Paramedic from Savannah, Georgia. I saw a child who had been shot in the jaw. No other part of his body was affected. He was fully awake and aware of what was going on. He stared at me while he choked on his own blood as I tried to suction the blood out with a broken suction unit. I mean, like, horrific. This is the kind of shit they're seeing. Couldn't believe the number of kids I saw shot in the head. To my surprise, yeah, me too. Every single day. Everyone's corroborating this. Everybody is corroborating this. I worked as a trauma surgeon in Gaza from March 25th to April 8th. I volunteered in Ukraine and Haiti, and I grew up in Flint, Michigan. I've seen violence and worked in conflict zones. But of the many things that stood out about working in the hospital in Gaza, one got to me. Nearly every day I was there, I saw a new young child who had been shot in the head or chest, virtually all of whom went on to die, 13 in total. At the time, I assumed this had to be the work of a particularly sadistic soldier located nearby. But after returning home, I met an emergency medicine physician who had worked in a different hospital in Gaza 2 months before me. I couldn't believe the number of kids I saw shot in the head. Told him to my surprise, probably yet too. So this is like
systemic.
Every single day.
It's happening
an American
everywhere.
Doctor talking about this.
If you can think of something bad that is happening in the world, it's happening in Gaza or to people from Gaza. The things
like the way this guy talks about it is just like, it's so matter of fact, but also like you can see it in his fucking face. It's just horrible.
that I saw there that really stood out or really impacted me and made me realize what's actually going on were a few. Number one was the malnutrition and starvation, which is deliberate. That's perfectly obvious. Even American senators are giving speeches saying that it's deliberate.
This guy would be called an extremist, right? This guy's called an extremist. And he's just like, look, obviously deliberate starvation happening. And they're calling for it, right? Even the U.S. government, even fucking Joe Biden, who is the #1 receiver of AIPAC money, even Joe Biden is like, hey, buddy, you got to give them more food, which is as stern as he'll ever get. And you know it's bad if Joe Biden's saying it. Even a little bit of pushback. That's got to be pretty bad. So this is fucking disgusting, man.
The second thing was the targeting of children with gunfire. That I was not expecting to see, actually.
That's fucked
I knew
up.
how many children had been killed. I knew about the massive killing in general, but I just assumed it was all from bombings. But that doesn't explain children getting shot in the head. Oh boy, that doesn't explain children getting shot in the head.
Literally, shit's happening out there right now. Jesus fucking Christ.
And definitely not every day. I mean, literally every day I was there, I saw a child shot in the head. I kept the journal when I was there, and I just went through it because some reporters asked me to. And
different fucking... All these doctors desperately are saying every single day I'm seeing children shot in the head. One bullet.
And like, quite literally every day I was there, I saw a child shot in the head. That's not an accident. That's deliberate targeting of children for death.
I don't know how you can look at the evidence
Trash,
and
bro.
see anything other than what is right in front of you.
Evil
I'm tired of being
motherfuckers.
asked if I condemn Hamas. Do you fucking condemn Israel? Do you condemn this?
That's murder.
The injury patterns I've seen most consistently are things like crush injuries as a result of Israeli airstrikes on homes. Between 60 to 70% of those injured and those who make it to the hospital are actually children.
Wow.
I can tell you that I have seen injuries that indicate deliberate targeting of children and deliberate targeting of civilians. So
Just totally different corroboration. Like, this is obvious to the people there that are seeing the evidence. Deliberate targeting of children, obviously.
I've seen things like gunshot wounds to the abdomen of children, to the chest. I have documented evidence of gunshot wounds to the extremities of babies.
Woo, babies,
Documented
bro.
evidence. Look, this is going to
They're
come
shooting
out eventually. There's going to be
babies.
international trials. These will all be documented war crimes, and this will be labeled genocide, hopefully, as like it's obvious. And this is it's so sad to me that the state of Israel is like going to be associated with like this kind of stuff forever. It's they've nationalism and fascism just are fucked. And so like the legacy of Israel isn't like ooh, look at the survivors running away from the Holocaust and forcibly colonizing a space. It's look, they did it again, right? They
Yep.
just did it again in a modern way. They just kept going. Just more fucking suffering. In the name of what?
Helicopter attacks on children, gunshot wounds to the chest of children. I saw things like Israeli landmines exploding on children who were playing in a cemetery. So the injury patterns and the things that you see as a doctor are quite horrifying, more so than the first time around. I think this second mission, the injuries have been a lot worse and a lot more catastrophic and devastating.
Oh, she didn't say the thing I thought she was going to say. I thought she was going to talk about her sticking her hand into a chest cavity, but maybe that was a different doctor. Wow. Anyway, that literally was a different doctor. The atrocity that I thought we were going to hear the details of was a totally different atrocity and a different doctor altogether. It was not this clip. I thought it was her for some reason. I don't know what can be done at this point besides trying to make sure that accelerationist Donald Trump doesn't get in, and status quo Kamala, who says she wants a ceasefire, does, because these are our two options, and that's the best one. I don't think, I mean, it seems pretty obvious to me that the history books are going to write about this
Oh, yeah.
in a way that Israel would not like. The modern books being written about it right now are books that Israel doesn't like. So I hope this wakes people up, and I let it be the last one. It's not going to be, but maybe it should be.
Yeah. Let's watch this real quick.
All right, let's go ahead and move on to the
Look at this
latest found in
fascist
Israel.
fuck
We
over
wanted to
here.
share this with you guys. This was kind of a unique and extraordinary moment on CNN where one of their own guests really kind of called them out to that.
In all honesty, a humanitarian crisis is what you deal with when you have a hurricane, what you deal with when you have an earthquake. You have an insult and a humanitarian response. This is my career. This is what I do for a living. Every single person who does this for a living will tell you the same thing. This is different. This is not a humanitarian crisis. Kate, and I'm going to say it very clearly for your viewers to hear, this is genocide. When 70% of the population that are killed are women and children, when the population is starved of food, of water, of medicine, when you have attacks, repeated attacks on all the hospitals, the clinics, the aid distribution sites, the humanitarian aid agencies that try to help. More UN workers have been killed in Gaza than in UN's history. When you have over 900 families that have been exterminated, that have been taken off of the civil registry, killed, when you have over 17,000 children that have lost one or both parents, it's really hard to hear it over and over and over again, framed in the way that it's being framed in the media, which frankly, Kate, is very misleading. It is very misleading. 365 days of this. Death tolls that are so far outdated. We have no idea how many people are killed, but I am genuinely afraid about what we're going to find out when the dust settles. History books will be written on this, and countries will have to reckon, media agencies will have to reckon with their major role in the genocide of an entire population and in the destruction of humanitarian law and rule of order.
So I would bet that CNN.
They destroyed humanitarian law and rule of order. Yup. And that was that. That was that thing about Gaza. That was crazy.
A lot of times people see battles and skirmishes on TV and they say, aha, the revolution is being televised. Nah, the results of the revolution.
Free Cuba now.
The first revolution is when you change
Free Gaza now.
about how you look at things and see that there might be another way to look at it that you have not been shown. What you see later on is the results of that, but the revolution, that change that takes place, will not be televised.
From the police coming straight from the underground. A young nigga got it bad cause I'm brown. And not the other color, so police think they have the authority to kill a minority. Can I tell them that I really never had a gun? But it's the wax that the Terminator X spun. Now they got me in a cell cause my records ain't sell. Cause a brother like me said, well, more like this, it's more like this. Immaculate conception, I transform like this, perform like this. What else you a new weapon? I don't contemplate, I meditate. They're off your head. This that puts against the bed. This that I got realness. I just push cause this in my DNA. I got millions, I got riches building in my DNA. I got junk, I got evil that rot inside my DNA. I got off, I got trouble, some heart inside my DNA.
That was lit. Let's check out. Goddamn John Fetterman, loser. Yeah, Elon Musk starts jumping all over the place. We've seen that. I mean, yeah, we saw a meme about it. He's just so awkward, Elon Musk. Awkward loser. Russell Brand's he lost it. Oh, watch this Russell Brand video. He's like selling anti-energy, anti-vaccine
Mr. Religious,
shit.
Mr. Pious. That's what I am. And he's been palling around with Tucker Carlson, and he's been promoting RFK Jr., who's on Trump's nuts, and Russell's on Trump's nuts, and his whole thing is, we're anti-establishment, and that's why we're going to back the establishment candidate, Donald Trump. And it's just pathetic, and it's sad, especially because the specific arguments they use to back Trump are the dumbest things you've ever heard. No, Donald Trump is not anti-war. No, Donald Trump is not anti-censorship. I know we've been over this roughly 500,000 times, but you have to keep bringing it up because, unfortunately, this is a narrative that has become very, very pervasive. It's very pervasive. You will hear people make the point, Donald Trump gave us no new wars. Trump even says it himself, no new wars. I didn't do any new wars.
New wars.
And they say this, and everybody who's making the argument, let's be clear, they know that that's bullshit. They know at least some of these things, which I'm about to tell you. He increased drone strikes 432%. He kept us in Iraq. He kept us in Afghanistan. There was a 330% increase in civilian deaths in Afghanistan when he was president. He bombed Syria twice. He occupied a third of Syria to, and I quote, take the oil. He let Israel illegally annex the Golan Heights, which is Syrian territory. He assassinated a top Iranian general who was fighting ISIS. That's Qasem Soleimani. He tried to coup Venezuela. He ripped up the Iran agreement. He armed Saudi Arabia as they did a genocide in Yemen and vetoed a bill to cut off the weapons to them. He said he wants war with Mexico in his second term. He says Biden doesn't support Israel enough, and he's not letting them finish the job. He dropped the Moab, the mother of all bombs, on Afghanistan. He ramped up the defense budget every single year. He had a whole bunch of neocon war criminals in his administration, like Mike Pompeo, John Bolton, and Gina Haspel. His first military raid as president killed a young American girl, and he pardoned Blackwater war criminals. Anti-war my ass cheeks, right? I don't even need to get into the fucking, oh, he's anti-censorship. He's pro-First Amendment, which is why he wants to punish flag burning with a year in prison, which is against the First Amendment. It's why he sued CNN for $475 million because they said the big lie about his election denialism. Like, just everything that these people
It's
say
all
about Trump
lies.
is wrong. And they're lies, and these people are frauds and charlatans and con men. Now, I say that, you might say, oh, Kyle, that's a little harsh. Is that really an accurate descriptor? Don't they at least think they're telling the truth? The answer is no. And here's great evidence of it right here. So this is the type of stuff Russell Brand is doing these days. You ready? Watch this. This is his ad. Ready?
Hello, I'm just back from Narnia, where I had a holiday, Mr. Tumnus, Aslan, all those guys. And as you know, airports are places full of Wi-Fi and all sorts of evil energies. Think of all the phones
Narnia.
out there, all of the signals, corruptible and corrupting. Luckily, I wear this magical amulet from Airstech that keeps me safe from all of the various signals out there. And also means, look at this, look how strong I am. I think this is my...
Oh, here, I'm Russell Brand, coming out of Narnia, my backyard mansion, and I'm wearing this amulet to defend you from radiation and energy. Oh, look, it's giving me a lot of versatility and energy and stamina. What a liar.
Making me more powerful, as a matter of fact. Look at that.
Oh,
This
I'm
stuff
way
is
stronger
absolutely
now.
packed with Airstech.
Whoa.
I didn't even bring any socks or toothbrush or dog meat or anything like that. Just completely full of Airstech. You should get one as well, particularly if you're planning
What
to
a
go to an
shitty
airport
ad.
anytime soon, because the bloody things are full of lethal signals. Airstech, a glorious amulet to protect you
Bro,
from corruption.
he's not even trying to make a good ad. He's not even trying anymore to make money from religious dumbasses.
Stage, you ready? Watch this. This is his ad. Ready?
Hello, I'm just back from Narnia, where I had a holiday, Mr. Tumnus, Aslan, all those guys. And as you know, airports are places full of Wi-Fi and all sorts of evil energies.
Buy
All the
this
phones out
amulet.
there, all of the signals, corruptible and corrupting. Luckily, I wear
I
this
didn't rape a bunch of women. Buy this amulet.
magical amulet from Airstech that keeps me safe from all of the various signals out there. And also means, look at this, look how strong I am. I think this is making me more powerful, as a matter of fact. Look at that. This stuff is absolutely packed with Airstech. I didn't even bring any socks or toothbrush or dog meat or anything like that.
What the fuck does he say there? He didn't bring...
any socks or toothbrush or dog meat or anything like that. Just completely full. Bring any
Why does he
powerful, as a matter
say
of fact.
that? What does that mean? I didn't bring any toothbrush, socks, or dog meat? This stuff is
Absolutely packed with Airstech.
packed
I didn't
with Airstech. I didn't even bring any socks or toothbrush or dog meat. What does that mean?
or dog meat or anything like
Or anything like that.
that. Just completely.
Just completely, he looks at his outhouse like a fucking maniac that doesn't trust whoever's behind him, or he doesn't trust someone in his backyard. Then he looks back and does the ad again.
Completely full of Airstech. You should get one as well, particularly if you're planning to
Is he
go to
growing
an
weed
airport
there? What's going on
anytime soon,
there?
Because the bloody things are full of lethal signals.
He's like, don't look at my
Airstech,
weed collection.
glorious
I'm
amulet
growing a lot of
to
bushes
protect
back
you
here.
from corrupting signals.
Growing a bunch
He's
of bushes.
hawking an amulet that protects you from bad signals. He's saying like, oh, the Wi-Fi is deadly and it's bad for your body. He's saying this as he wears a Wi-Fi microphone and says the amulet protects him. What am I supposed to do with this?
What a dumbass.
What am I supposed to do with this? Myself and anybody else who at any point took this guy seriously, we have a lot to account for. Because we were some fucking morons. We were some dupes, bro. The guy is such a charlatan. He's such a con man. Like, and by the way, I was saying like, oh, you know, it's possible that his like transition to Christianity is legitimate.
Yeah.
It's possible that he
No.
actually believes it and he found meaning in it.
No, he's a con
Wrong.
man.
No. Anybody who's willing to do this is willing to completely and utterly lie and carve a path out for themselves where they play a role. The fact of the matter is, there's a lot of allegations now against Russell Brand, and oh, would you look at that? In the wake of the allegations, he decided to go the full heel turn, and now all of a sudden, he's with RFK and Tucker Carlson and Donald Trump.
Now he's a Christian
and talking
weirdo.
about how mega Christian he is now, and he's praying at public events. Like, no, he realized everybody, every leftist, every liberal, every centrist, every normal person in the country saw those allegations and went, "Oh, this guy, I'm not a big fan of this guy here." And you realize, what do I have left to do? Where can I go to keep getting the fame and the adoration and the attention? I'll just do the full MAGA turn.
To the right.
And so he did. And now here we are. He's posting pictures of himself baptizing people while wearing his tighty whities, and he's selling magical amulets. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Like, literally no shame. None. He goes to bed at night. He knows I'm hawking some woo-woo, total anti-science junk fucking bullshit to my fans for over $200 fucking dollars. And he doesn't care. He sleeps like a baby. He doesn't care. He knows he's lying. He knows this is bullshit. He knows he's a charlatan. He knows he's a con man. Sleeps like a baby. No problem with it. Never doubts it. Yeah, I'll just keep going on this path. I'll do some more public prayers. I'll suck off Tucker Carlson and Donald Trump a little bit more. I'll engross myself in this disgusting world of the post-leftists who now love Donald Trump. You know, there was a time where these people would, they would just say, "Oh, no, I'm a leftist and I'm criticizing the Democrats from the left. That's all I am." And maybe you'd get them to the point of like, I think Democrats and Republicans are equally bad, but they're both definitely bad, right? But then, wow, would you look at that? The trajectory just kept going. That wasn't the end of the road for them. No, eventually they eventually just took the mask off and were like, "Okay, I'm MAGA."
Yeah.
All the stuff I said about the establishment being bad and wrong.
Yeah, they're bullshit. They're bullshit. They're bullshit. All right, what do we got left? I'm about to log off and play some video games. Some video games. Hey, check out this video, Environmental Disaster No One Knows About, by Boy. It's about Chevron and Steven Donziger. Yeah, I think that's it. I gotta watch that on the stream someday. And now where I
Never
go.
stop being shocked. Never let this be normalized. Right now,
Fuck.
murderous mayhem, which is way beyond the comprehension of most of us, rages in Gaza. After Israel's killing of Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar, after over a year of this genocidal onslaught, some had suggested that this could prove a so-called off-ramp for Israel. Well, certain Western commentators and politicians, that Israel could use this to declare victory and finally agree to a hostage release deal and stop pulverizing the already apocalyptic ruins of Gaza and slaughtering its traumatized, maimed, starving survivors. This flies in the face of everything we know about the Israeli state, which is not driven by seeking to defeat Hamas, which in any case for a period it deliberately bolstered, believing that would fatally divide the Palestinian movement. It is driven by seeking to expand, by stealing the land of Palestinians and other Arab peoples, ethnically cleansing them from that stolen land, and then appropriating, expropriating, colonizing that land. The strategic thinking of the Israeli state in the assassination, the killing of Yahya Sinwar, I have to say is beyond me, given they released the footage of Sinwar's killing and details of how it happened, which I have to say, I can hardly think of circumstances which would prove more encouraging to an army of Hamas fighters inevitably constantly replenished by Israel's massacre to keep fighting to the end. According to the Israeli newspaper Haaretz, he was apparently wounded by tank fire, lost a hand. When soldiers entered the building, he threw 2 grenades at them, causing the soldiers to retreat. They then sent in a drone to scan the building, spotted a masked man with an injured hand, then Sinwar saw the drone and threw a stick at it, and then a tank fired another shell, apparently killing him. Now, what's their strategy here? Why have they released all this? Palestinians I've been reading who were frankly angry at Hamas before are, you can see, lauding the manner in which he died, and Hamas are inevitably capitalizing on this, leading to one Israeli newspaper to denounce the IDF, the Israeli forces, for giving Hamas, his leader, the ultimate honor in their words. But I would know more to the point, given these claims were used to justify genocidal mayhem, which is what I'm interested in here. We were told that Sinwar was hiding in tunnels and surrounded by 22 handcuffed hostages. This was used to justify the very nature of Israel's hideous assault? Well, it seems not, doesn't it? It seems not. Now, those suggesting that this killing would cause Israel to roll back its violence have collided with the hideous reality of what the Israeli state is and what it does. As the Israeli Defense Minister Yoav Gallant declared, hostility will only take place under fire. Well, Gaza is certainly under fire, and then some. In the north of Gaza, the Israeli state has accelerated its genocidal onslaught. They've imposed a total siege there.
They're starving the people there in the north of Gaza.
They've demanded its exhausted, traumatized, injured population to leave, which the vast majority refused to do, even if they were able to, believing quite rationally they would be killed if they tried to flee, and there's lots of evidence to support that fear. In Jabalia camp, 18,000 Palestinians are deprived of water, food, the essentials of life, and access to healthcare. Here, the Israeli state claimed it had defeated Hamas months ago, then claimed subsequently Hamas had reasserted control. Again, because the idea Hamas can be defeated, that a force of this description could be defeated by military means, is a nonsense. If you wage a genocidal war against an entire people, clearly you're going to keep offering up endless recruits for Hamas. Now, here are some of the atrocities being committed in Jabalia. As the brilliant Palestinian journalist Hossam Shabat says, all communications and networks in the northern Gaza Strip have been cut off due to a brutal military operation that the occupation is conducting in the Jabalia camp from all directions. In the past 2 weeks, Israeli occupation forces have killed 450 people in northern Gaza. That's the number we have been able to count. There are many more bodies lying in the streets and under the rubble. We haven't been able to reach them, and the actual number is likely hundreds more. Hashtag Gaza genocide, hashtag Jabalia genocide. At 7:22 p.m. on Friday, he tweeted in Arabic, "Oh God, Jabalia, oh God, the north is being destroyed, oh God." Another Palestinian journalist, Anas al-Sharif, tweets that the Israeli army demolished a house containing the displaced Hassouna family with a bulldozer. That is, they demolished that house with a bulldozer while the family were inside. The Palestinian writer Mossab Abu Taha tweets, "I write with a heavy heart that my cousin Sama, 7 years old, has been killed in the airstrike on their house along with 18 members of her family, which is my extended family. In the house was the grandmother Fatima, who was my grandmother's sister. She was killed too with 2 of her daughters and their children. I posted about this yesterday before the house was bombed. I told everyone that tanks and soldiers were besieging the area, but no one heard. No one did anything to save them." And he attached a picture of this little girl, Sana, from 2002. If that one slaughter of that family had happened in Britain, 18 members of an entire extended family, that would go down as one of the worst tragedies of our post-war era.
But because there's a bunch of brown people that died, nobody cares. The Western world doesn't care. Israel can do whatever the fuck they want. They give our countries billions of dollars because America gives them money that they spend on our corporations to buy weapons.
Question.
So sad.
That's just one of the many families who've been wiped out. Countless families, often the entire family, every generation, gone forever, exterminated. Just imagine. That's why I say, never get used to this. How are we normalizing? How is this normalized? What will future generations say when they know that for a year plus, and it will go on, endless Palestinian families, entire families have been exterminated from the face of the earth? And they will say, well, what excuse do people have? They're the internet.
Capitalism.
They can see this. Well, we have to give that answer now. There was no excuse. Now, this writer also reports that the Israeli army has massacred whole families in the Tal Zata neighborhood in Jabalia after blowing up houses on top of the people inside, and he included this video. Hind Cowdery, another brilliant Palestinian journalist, says, "Our colleagues and journalists inside Jabalia camp are telling us that the airstrikes did not stop. They're saying the situation is very bad and they are being exterminated. I've seen myself multiple pictures of Palestinian children in Jabalia who've been violently killed and maimed. You can see here the total destruction in Jabalia."
Oh my God.
يسكنه عدد كبير جدا من النازحين. لا زال طواقم الدفاع المدني والصحة تنتشل عدد كبير جدا من الإصابات
أثر هذه الغارة العنيفة جدا 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 من تل الزعتر وسط مخيم جباليا المحاصر.
Some other context. The ruling party of Israel, Likud, which is led by the Prime Minister, Benjamin Netanyahu, has issued an invitation to an event which is entitled Preparing to Settle Gaza. And there it is. The clear, shameless, unapologetic plan of the Israeli state to seize Gaza and to colonize it. As far as the Israeli state is concerned, the very existence of the Palestinian people is a problem, an existential problem, a permanent obstacle to their desire to annex and colonize.
Yo, that state needs to
above
be
all else is why we're
dismantled,
in the
bro.
midst of a genocide. And
That
is,
state
above
needs
all
to
else,
collapse.
While the Palestinian people are not going to reconcile themselves to Israeli occupation because they know how this all ends. And it ends with the Palestinian people not existing in the land of Palestine. The way it should end is for a land shared by all the peoples who live there, whatever their faith or ethnicity, on the basis of equality, where no one is driven out or killed, but instead there is a peace based on justice, which is the only sustainable precondition of peace. But that will only come through external pressure. Those of us in Western states, above all else, the United States, have to build that pressure on our governments to stop facilitating apartheid, colonization, or genocide, or this will never end. So again, never normalize this. Never get used to it. Please like and subscribe with your thoughts and your comments.
Thank you, bro. We love you, man.
Patreon.com/Jose84. Listen to us on the podcast. I'll speak to you soon.
Let's see. All right, yo. I think I'm gonna end the stream here. Love you guys so much. Take care. Take care. Love your family. Love your mom. Love your dad. Hug everybody. 'Cause you never know what could happen. Take care, y'all. Bye bye.